Christmas Day if you're a film critic, basically, and in Cannes. You have this cornucopia of world cinema to look forward to. And in your introduction, Stuart, you were talking about Park Chan-wook being a Korean at the head of the jury, and that's a landmark moment. And I truly feel that this is, particularly this year, a world cinema celebration. We have many Asian directors in competition, 3 from Japan, including a previous Palme d'Or winner. That's Koreeda, of course, who won with Shoplifters a few years ago. We've got a Korean director. We've also got Iran's Asghar Farhadi, and he's working with acclaimed French actors as well. And do not worry, because, of course, we're also going to see a lot of French stars of cinema, including Catherine Deneuve, Léa Seydoux. She's in at least 2 films in competition. What we're not seeing quite as much is Americans. What is interesting, though, is the actress Demi Moore, who caused such acclaim a couple of years ago here on the Cannes Croisettes with The Substance. She is going to be part of the jury. So very much adding her weight and knowledge of cinema to the jury this year.
Tell us about the opening film then, Emma. I'm sure that's what's really gripping people today.
Yes, it's all about the opening film, which is The Electric Kiss, or La Venus Électrique in French, by Pierre Salvadori. Now, this is a French film. It's out of competition, and it's continuing a recent tradition with Cannes to celebrate French cinema, to celebrate a film that is coming out in France this week. And I believe that audiences across France can watch the opening ceremony of Cannes in cinemas and then watch this film afterwards. So in some way, if you can't be at Cannes, you're recreating the experience in the Grand Theatre Lumière. So this is a chance to shine a spotlight on French cinema, and it's very much a French tale. It's a French comedy. It's set in the last century, and it's about a grieving widower who consults a very fraudulent medium, not that he's got any idea, of course, played by Aîné de Moustier, to try and contact his dead wife. Gilles Lelouch is in there as well. So it's very much French stars of cinema. But then, of course, the international competition kicks off. And as I said, it's a host of representation from all over the world this year.
All sounds very lovely, but as ever, of course, Emma, there are always those controversies, aren't there, underneath the red carpet, if you like?
Yes, I think I see 2 major controversies, if we can call it that. Firstly, there was a lot of talk about the lack of the Hollywood studios here at Cannes this year, which is quite unusual, although there is a restoration of The Fast and the Furious tomorrow night for a midnight screening. But, you know, there are films coming out quite soon, like Disclosure Day by Steven Spielberg. You've got Nolan's The Odyssey. You've got Toy Story 5. These are the kind of films we'd have expected to see in Cannes doing some kinds of so-called press junkets, launching their movies here. A lot of talk that Hollywood studios are afraid of the sharpness of the Cannes critics. They'd much rather launch it, you know, over in North America to perhaps, you know, a softer reception. So if critics don't like a film, that it's dead on arrival. I think that the reasons are more complex, and the director of the festival, Thierry Frémaux, was talking about this in a press conference yesterday. You know, he referenced the actors' SAG-AFTRA strike from a couple of years ago, which really means we're still catching up with, you know, lack of American films for the competition, though there is Paper Tiger by James Gray in competition this year. Thierry Frémaux also talking about AI, which I think you referenced, really is a hot topic this year. It seems that after great excitement with AI, everybody's become quite scared of what it means for the film industry. Is it going to take away a lot of jobs? And of course, the Academy Awards recently brought in new rules, meaning that no AI acting performance or AI screenwriting would ever be suitable for an Academy nomination. And Thierry Frémaux was saying that Cannes backed naturalistic filmmaking, of course, to the hilt. He was talking quite interestingly about how Apocalypse Now from 1979 might have been one of the last sort of very natural films made because, of course, Coppola had to rely on real helicopters. But AI, of course, a real debate on the Croisette, and also Koreeda's film in competition here, Sheep in the Box, does include AI. It's about a couple who adopt a humanoid child. So very excited to see this and to see what a maestro like Correada has to say